Welcome to Raider Talks Postgame. I am your host, Art Navarrete, here alongside Nick Ibarra. We are here following a 26-19 loss to the Bengals in the wild card round. Tough game. That one hurt, and man, it was a tough one. Nick, what are some of your first reactions from that game?
It was tough. I was very excited, coming off these last 4 weeks, last four playoff games, in our eyes that we've talked about. And you come in and excited, and, you scored three right off the bat. And, defense just kind of just like, man, in the first half, just like, man, we settled down. And, it just seemed like we're always going to be right there. And I think other teams in the playoffs, they go down by 14, not playing really well, they would just give up. And I think we knew that we were still in striking distance. This is the way we play. It sucks saying this is the way we play, but this was our thing. And I was never scared, and I knew we were going to get the ball back, and we got the ball back. Didn't score. Luck kind of ran out a little bit, but disappointed, hurt. The game was right there for our taking. But now thinking about it, at the end of the day, really good season, 10-7. Keep our heads up high because, no one expected this.
Me personally, I'm not satisfied.
No,
I'm not satisfied with what happened. I'm not satisfied with what happened today. Lots of flags that killed us. Lots of drop balls that killed us. Mm-hmm. That final play in particular, definitely going to lose sleep over that one, over the play call, the throw, and all that. So I'm definitely not satisfied. We made it to the playoffs. I'm happy about that. Happy it seems like we're heading in the right direction. But we should have won that game. And we killed ourselves, shot ourselves in the foot multiple times. But, man, you can't go back in time. All you can do is look ahead, look forward to this offseason. Got a lot of things coming up for the Raiders this offseason.
Now we get into the parts of what ifs, or not what ifs, but who's going to do this, what's going to do that, we're going to get this guy, we're going to get this guy. It's going to be a very interesting, time in the Raiders organization in these next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, 100%. To hit more on the game now. Defensively, for the Raiders in the first half, I want to talk about this first. We're going to talk about both sides. Defensively in the first half, I thought the Raiders defense did not do too well. I felt the Bengals were picking us apart, getting anything they want, and it was horrible. You got to make adjustments as a defensive coordinator and Gus Bradley. You got to make adjustments. We weren't getting to the quarterback, so you got to start running some blitzes. You got to start doing different things because he had all day back there. Burrow had all day. He can do whatever he wants. In the second half, all the defense played pretty well. They got some timely stops. They held them for the most part. Yeah. So I'm glad they came back with their halftime adjustments. But I would have liked for them to make in-half adjustments in that first half and maybe limit some of the damage that happened.
Yeah, you've hit it perfect that, the first one or two drives, it just looked like Burrow and Chase and just this offense was just going to, run all over us, Mm-hmm. And I think that's where you can't wait till half to make adjustments. You got to sit right there, okay, they're doing this, they're doing that, let's make adjustments here, let's go do this, let's go do that. Because it seemed like every time Jamar Chase got the ball, Faison or Trufant was just on the floor looking up at him like,
yeah. To be fair, I'm going to say, because Faison got hurt,
yeah.
But I thought Faison did not do too bad.
No.
I thought Faison was on him, but Jamar Chase was just better.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is just better than him.
Mm-hmm.
And the way our defense works, you can't just put Casey Hayward on him.
Yeah.
Because we run a zone. We have different guys in different spots. So pretty much they get to pick who they want to go up against in a sense. But I thought, Faison put in a good effort. Jamar Chase is one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Yeah.
But Trufant, I thought he played horrible.
Yeah.
He didn't even give us the chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, and Faison saw a couple times. That's why I brought
one of them was a pass interference, though. I thought offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
He did push off Trufant on that one big play, but whatever. Look past that.
Yeah, no. That's why I say Faison a little bit because I think I saw him one or two times.
The beginning of the game.
Yeah. But, Trufant was the one that, was always...
I'm not saying Faison played great either.
No.
But I'm saying that, he did well with what he had.
Yeah.
He's just an elite wide receiver.
Yeah,
you saw when he went against an elite cornerback in Casey Hayward, he couldn't get anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, but just like you said, with the defense, we gotta make in-half adjustments. We didn't. They kind of not scored all over us. They only scored 26 points, but they kind of got what they wanted, moved the ball a little bit, and it just seemed like we couldn't stop them. It sucked. We didn't get that much pass rush. Usually we're close. We're always, this much closer. Max and Yannick, they're always this close. It just seemed like it wasn't that way today. I
think Max did his thing.
No.
He got double teamed.
Yeah.
But Yannick, I think, disappeared the last couple games.
Yeah.
Obviously I want him back. They're a great duo.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to come back, actually. He's on a 2-year deal. But he got disappeared the last couple weeks. But, whatever. You know what I mean? But Max is doing his thing.
Max
got his sack.
Yeah, no, and I'm not saying Max should have been in there. And Bulldozer were 3 dudes that were covering them, but usually you get that. Hey, Max is always this close, or Yannick's always this close. Or
interior's always. You felt like you weren't getting that today.
Yeah, and
that's why you got to change the game plan.
Yeah,
that's why you got to blitz.
No, you're right.
That's why you got to switch things up. Put Burrow on his toes. And we didn't do that in the first half. Second half, we did it, and we played good defense in the second half, got the job done, even gave our offense a chance to win the ball game. Now let's talk about the offense. Offense played okay. They played all right, but the one thing I really want to hit on, first of all, I'm not going to talk about the last play yet. We'll save that for later. But our red zone offense, man, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. And there was one drive where we were driving. We were moving the ball by running it. And we go in, our first play is a pass.
Yeah.
Why are we running in the red zone? Why are we only passing in the red zone? I know there were some times where there was flags on the offensive linemen who played terrible today. Leatherwood had some big flags and just let some guys roll right past him. Andre James had a big hold in the game, and a couple other guys. But man, we gotta have better red zone offense. We gotta make the passes when we have the chances. We gotta run the ball. We gotta do all these different things, and something we really need to work on for next season.
Yeah, when we get there, we need to make sure we put 7s on the board and not 3s. Mm-hmm. It just seems like you get a big play and you're like, man, just keep on going, because once we get inside that 20 or even inside the 10, we don't. Drive stalls or we're moving and then a holding call or something pushes us back and just mess up the whole thing. I think of course we got no more games left, so I think next year and leading up to, or whoever comes in or whatever, we got to improve that red zone offense, because these 3s need to turn into 7s, and I think if they did, we would have got a different outcome, not only this game, but in a couple more games this season.
Yeah, these Raiders did put up a good fight. Don't get me wrong. They played their hearts out and everything, but man, that red zone offense was pretty bad. And now I want to talk a little bit about that last play. We run a play. Last game was last play of the year. Season on the line. And we have Waller and Renfro running curls. Not even getting in the end zone, because we need to get in the end zone. Mm-hmm. And we have Zay Jones going out to the end zone. And who else went out there? Just him? Was it just him?
I think
Brian Edwards?
I think so.
Man, why not go out with your 2 best receivers into the end zone? First of all, everyone's need to be in the end zone, so Carr has more time. So he can run around, he can find someone open if he needs it. Also,
I would say if anything, maybe Renfro outside the end zone and wiggle his way in. I think that would be the only way. I think that would be the only one where I would be comfortable in that situation. But other than that, yeah, keep on going.
And then, that play got called. As a quarterback, man, if I'm Carr, I'm saying no. Why aren't my best receivers in the end zone? My guys that make the most contested catches on this team. My biggest guy in Waller that can go up for a 50-50 ball anytime. Man, you love Zay. He's played great all year, but you can't. I mean, you can't just be like, we're gonna make a play for Zay, like he's under the radar or something. Like they don't think we're gonna throw to him because he's been a factor.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. And what we've seen this season, I think you can say Waller, you could have got a 50-50 ball.
Mm-hmm.
I think Edwards a couple times could have got a 50-50 ball if he wanted to go there.
Yeah.
I'm just Renfro, with how shifty movie he is, he could have created something, and it just seemed like everything was just like, hey, you guys just do whatever. We're going to Zay on this curl.
Yeah,
and then and I don't know what was what or what was what, but the curl was a yard or two short of the end zone.
So not checking out that play really made me a little frustrated because Carl's checking out a lot of plays, putting us in situations where the clock was running down a lot of the times because he's trying to get a good play off. But you gotta make sure to run a better play right there as a quarterback. And then, man, you can't throw that ball. You can't throw that ball to Zay right there. He's not in the end zone. If he catches it, it's game's over. Either way, it's over. So why did he do that? Why would he throw that ball? Do you know? Like, I know you love Carr. I mean, but man,
no,
you gotta give someone a shot in the end zone to tie the game up.
Yeah, no, I think
you can't.
I think that
throw that ball short.
No, yeah, that ball should have been in the end zone.
That's one thing that, man, you're gonna look at. You're gonna look back at the Gar had a great game, I thought, until then. That's one of those things you look back on and think, man, why did you do that? Why? You could throw it up for a 50-50 ball, or you can throw it just to anyone in the end zone. No one cares. But that you didn't give anyone a shot, it's like throwing the ball away in a sense to me. So I don't know. I was very disappointed in that decision making by Carr right there.
Yeah, ball should have been thrown in the end zone. If it was up to me, like you said, it would have been a Waller or a Renfro. Our number one receiver or best, what we think the best tight end in football. But it wasn't. It was one of those things that maybe, hey, let's go try to catch him off guard, go to Zay. Come back, try to get in.
Yeah.
And this is the only thing I can think of.
I mean, he was like triple covered.
Yeah.
They left Waller.
And I haven't really.
And Carr had time.
I saw that play maybe once or twice. I really haven't really gone through it yet to see if he came in late or if he just threw it while 2-3 guys were there. But like you said, unacceptable. Ball should have been thrown in the end zone.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I think the same way. And I think, man, you can say that Carr had a good game, but it was only one play that hurt. But he had a good game in general. But for me, I think I want him to be an elite quarterback, and to be an elite quarterback, you gotta make the biggest throws, especially when the season's on the line. And I don't think he did that, or I don't think he gave the Raiders a chance right there. So that kind of hurt, man. That kind of hurt.
Yeah, I think all around. I just think all around, bad play calling, bad decision on that part. And I think bad everything, bad last play.
Yeah.
And like you said, that was our guaranteed last play of the season, and we didn't execute it. Horrible. Season's over.
Yeah, got to be better as coaches, got to be better as quarterback right there, I think, for sure. Also, I forgot to say this, but I don't know if I did say that yet, but don't blame this game on the refs. I know there was that one play, but the Raiders got to do better. They got to get to the quarterback. So not give them that much time to throw the ball. Don't let it come down to a whistle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I know you can't. I mean, the Raiders shot themselves in the foot. Don't blame the referees. No excuses for this Raider team. They had to get the job done. Bengals had to deal with some penalties too. Mm-hmm. So it's the NFL. You gotta get the job done, whether the referees are right all the time or wrong all the time.
Yeah, I'm never the one to say, hey, the ref blew it, or ref did this, ref did that, and the game it's in our hands. Mm-hmm. We can sit there, we can make the tackle. We should have pass rush. We should have got to the quarterback. We should have made a play. We didn't. Uh-huh. So just because we didn't do that, doesn't mean we say, okay, well, ref should have did this, or ref should have called that. No, we should have did more. We should have made the play. We should have made the tackle. We should have made, we should have got more pressure. Don't blame it on the refs. We still had to go out and play.
Yeah, I think I want to shout out someone. I think Jacobs did his thing today. Man, just a lot of holdings that took about a bunch of his runs back. And I just want to point out the things that killed us right now. Holdings, offensive line, killed us today. Drops, killed us today. Poor decision making, killed us today. Just a bunch of different things. So, man, it was a lot of things killed us today.
Yeah. We came in thinking we were going to do this.
Leatherwood,
yeah,
killed us today. Man, I feel like that pick came back to haunt us a little bit.
Yeah, and it sucks because it seemed like in the middle of the first quarter to maybe the middle of the second quarter, so maybe a good 15 minutes, just nothing was going right.
Mm-hmm.
It was holding here. Okay, we moved. We got a good decent amount of yards. Flag all the way back. Hey, Jacobs goes and runs a good one. Flag all the way back. Or the kickoff where we got it at the 2 because he didn't step out of bounds first.
Yeah, that was
the ball.
barber.
Like you just said, poor decision making. We dug ourselves into a hole early after looking good, putting up 3, and that. I think no matter what, looking back on this game, we couldn't recover from. We couldn't dig ourselves out of it. And, like you just said, we had a shot at the end. We didn't do it. Season is over. But I'm going to go back to this to where, 4 weeks ago, we weren't even thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
We sat there, off camera. We talked about it, and man, this season might be over. We've seen this before, and turned it around. Got 4 great wins. We were there last week. It was jumping, crazy. One of the best experiences in my life. And coming in here, exciting. We were close. We got our hearts broken today. But I think this just adds fuel to the fire of going out next season and proving people wrong, and that telling the world that, hey, these Raiders are here for reals and they're going to stay.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you. Bisaccia was a great story.
Mm-hmm.
Got us to the playoffs. I think you did a great job with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Did a lot for this Raider organization. Want to thank him. But personally, I feel like if we have a chance to get Harbaugh, we need to get him because he's the guy that can take a huge step for us. We can take a huge step with him. And he's a guy, all his years, he went to the NFC Championship 2 or 3 times, won a Super Bowl, has a winning record. He's a winner. And man, I think you got to try to get him.
Yeah. It was I think Harbaugh would be the one, a proven winner. Turned, as much as I hate to say it, turned Niners into a good franchise for that amount of time that he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Led him to a Super Bowl, led him to some NFC championships.
He led Kaepernick to a Super Bowl.
Really did a great job with the Niners. And I think going to Michigan, seeing what he did there and everything, I think I would love to have him, someone who's proven, someone who's a winner, someone who can come in and, I'm
going to say it, someone that come in and be an asshole. Make sure this team wins.
Yeah. I think that would be the one we get him, make some right decisions, get the right people in our building.
Yeah.
And I think we'll look good next year.
I got a question for you. And you might be mad by it. You might be like, Art, you're crazy. I understand. But man, that throw by Carr really, man, it kind of like all those good things he did in these 4 weeks, they kind of went away from me right now. They kind of went away from me because of that decision. They didn't give the chance to Raiders to win. I feel, you know what I feel like we are right now? What team we are? Remember the Chiefs with Alex Smith?
No.
Like they were a really good team, right?
No, yeah, they were.
But they couldn't beat them. But they couldn't get the job done, right? They couldn't get over the hump. Couldn't win playoff games. Couldn't win a Super Bowl. Man, I think with Carr, I think that's us. I think we're that team that just not gonna be able to get over the hump with him. And maybe you gotta maybe not this year, but next year, man, you need to get. I think you might need to get a quarterback, and you gotta. When they got Mahomes, they got over the hump. I think maybe we might need to be that team that gets a young quarterback, and maybe we get over the hump with a quarterback like that, and being under Carr for a year or something. So, man, I feel like we need a new quarterback. I feel like we need a new quarterback if we want to get over the hump, like to win a Super Bowl. I think we're going to be a good team with Carr, but I don't think we're going to win Super Bowls. And I don't think we're going to be an elite team. But that's just my opinion. And I just want to state that. And I don't know. I'm fine whatever happens next year if we come back with Carr, which I'm pretty much 99.9% sure we're going to come back with Carr next year. Or if we don't, I feel good either way. I feel as long as we have Hardball, he's going to make the right decisions and put us in the right direction.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
No. This isn't the argument that we had, 4.5 weeks ago. I understand that. I personally think if Harbaugh or whoever comes in, they're gonna make the decisions that are gonna say what's going on. I think it's gonna come soon. I think it's gonna come within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I personally think they extend him. I think he showed.
I don't want to fucking disrupt you or anything, but I definitely wouldn't extend him. 100% wouldn't extend him. He's got to show me. He's got to prove to me that he can win a playoff game and be consistent and take this team to the playoffs again. For me to give him an extension, for me to commit to him for 5 years, personally, I don't think you can commit to him off of this season. I think you got to get 2 seasons where you're consistent out of him and consistent out of the whole Raider team.
Yeah,
personally, but you might want the extension. No, I don't.
I think
I'm gonna say it here.
I didn't think he was gonna get extended after the Chief game. Coming out, making some big time throws, clutching up these last 4 games, and I think one mistake today. Other than that, played really well to end the season. I personally believe he showed last week he can get over the hump. He won that big game. We got here, and then this is where I keep saying we got our hearts broken. It adds fuel to the fire. We're going to go out next season and be bigger and even better.
Yeah.
I don't think we need a new quarterback. I do think he's going to get extended, and I hope it's a team-friendly deal because, he keeps on saying money isn't everything. I've got money. I've got this. He wants to go win. I think he signs cheaper. Allow us to go get more assets, build this offense, and I think whoever comes in is gonna really be good for us. So
so I'm just gonna trust whoever comes in. Hopefully, I think, man, it's probably gonna be Harbaugh. I think Brian Flores might even get a look from us, just because of the rule. We're gonna give him a, Rooney rule.
You gotta do a minority.
Minority, and I think he might be the guy that he is the minority, and he might even have a shot to be the coach of the Raiders. But I would really love Hardball. And if Hardball is on our team, he took Kaepernick to the Super Bowl. So what tells me he can't take Carr to the Super Bowl? We'll see what happens. It's up to him. If he makes the decision that he wants a different quarterback, I'm going to be all in, 100%. Boom. If he makes the decision that he wants to keep Carr, man, go for it because you're a winning coach and you've showed that. So come in, Harbaugh, do your thing. We're going to trust you, and we're going to win. We're going to win some games. Just win, baby. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. I think all signs point to Harbaugh. I think if he comes in, I think he's going to come in with the Raiders, with his relationship with the Raiders, with Mark Davis.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking that, and I think unless something weird happens, I think Harbaugh is the leading candidate right now, and all we can do is, hope that he comes in, does a really good job, and builds his team the way he wants to, and get us back to where we were today and even further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll hit more on this. We're going to have a 2021 Raiders game recap on Thursday. That'll be coming out Thursday. We're going to talk a little bit about some of our guys that impressed us throughout the year, some of our MVPs, some of our surprises. We're going to grade all the players, our personal grades each.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. And we'll be doing a couple of little things on that show. So come join us for that. We'll hit more on the coaching situation and the general manager situation. But yeah, we'll see you guys then. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.